What resulted was one of the longest-running daily radio shows in America, still hosted today by Sonny Payne.
Drive, what's called a high lonesome sound.
And be ready to meet him when he calls on that day.
In the 30s, Bill began singing with his brother Charlie, but they soon split up.
But after he and Charlie went their separate ways, Bill wanted to develop a band with its own sound, and for several years he experimented with a driving kind of country music that married elements of blues and the rural music together.
There was a black guy that played music that really influenced my father in the blues part of it, and his name was Arnold Schultz was his name. And my father said that he'd taken time out with him to show him things on the guitar, and he got to hear that man play blues, and he loved that, and he started adding that to his music later on.
Bill Monroe wanted his group, the Bluegrass Boys, to sound different than other string bands that dominated country music in the early 40s. Eventually, he hired another lead singer, Lester Flatt. But Bluegrass wasn't born until Earl Scruggs, and his accelerated three-finger banjo technique was added to the mix in 1946.
Lester and I participated in making Bill's group sound a certain way. I came here actually with another group called Lost John and his Allied Kentuckians. Short time after then, John decided to get off the road, so up in the morning, Bill came to the Tulane Hotel, and I played him two tunes, Sally Gooden and Dear Old Dixie. And he said, come down to the opera tonight. And so that's how I got hired with Bill Monroe.
When he came with that three-fingered style, banjo players just didn't play with fire like Earl Scruggs did. When that happened, everything flew loose. I mean, it was unbelievable, the response that Bill Monroe got at the Grand Ole Opry. I mean, it was nonstop screaming when they came out. You know, Earl would take a solo, Monroe would take a solo right behind him, and I mean, it was just this competition thing, you know, and it was great for the music because it allowed it to evolve.
Scruggs brought something that was truly new